Yeah, so I was reading this article, right? And I discovered that. Let me just make sure this is good. It's probably just a little bit up. There we go, right? Alright. But then if I lean back where I'm at, so that'll be good. Alright. So there's a racial bias in photography. Oh, that's racist. A little bit. But it's more the fact that, what looks more natural to our eyes, we have this subtle increase, and across the board, we definitely could see how, we see the most beautiful thing is someone that's, white skinned, blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever. Of course, we all know this. But why is it like that? Why do we see a predominance of, what's more to the story than just that's the buying, the purchasing power, the middle class, and everything is geared for that. I mean, these are facts or whatever, and you can be like, oh well, if you're self-aware, you can push this out, which is the case, whatever. But these sort of little things that you kind of curious about, because back in the day, you had lighting and lenses and everything geared for a certain individual, and that individual was a white person with dark hair and brown eyes. So all the lighting was based off that. So that being said, if you're white and you have very pale skin, blonde hair, red hair, green eyes, or whatever, that the lighting would be off for you. It wasn't adjusted for you all the way up until like the 90s, whatever, even past that. Now you could easily adjust it over, and that's why it's always difficult, because everything is hardwired into lenses and everything to gear for that perfect person. I think the person was called Shelley or something like that. I have to look into it. Where is it? Shirley's face, right? And so it's based off that, and all the other colors. But it posed a problem when you're dealing with darker subjects or chocolate, because here you had chocolate and then it looked pale. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Why is this chocolate off color? You know what I'm talking about? And the basis was the lenses at normal lighting and everything. It just didn't look right. It didn't look appetizing, and they couldn't capture the true nature of a chocolate. I don't eat chocolate. Very rarely. Very rarely do I eat chocolate. That's another issue altogether. But the thing is, they needed to advertise chocolate and these darker skin tones and furniture and everything else as it stayed here, and there was a problem. So the end result of it is that I thought I could just be full natural, have it on whatever the lenses actually stayed or whatever, right? And have no color correction. But I want to hold my hand up to the screen and make sure that's the same color. And it's a little difficult to get because it isn't, I'm talking about. And I had to adjust it a little bit. And if I stand in the sun, I get darker or whatever, right? So I want to make everything like line up. So I'm just going to increase the intensity of the color, probably 5%. That's all I probably really need, but I don't know. There's that test right there. See, I'm a lot darker now. So I probably want to decrease this. Am I that color? Probably decrease color intensity maybe by half. Now, I know my screen is color corrected, but that's my color of my skin right there. Yeah. So I mean, it's not too far off. I think. So, I would need to have it digitally analyzed or whatever, and then even an analysis would be off or whatever, because is it really, so it's all these subtleties or whatever. So hopefully that's what it is. So I'm just going to pump this up a little bit more. So I want it to be accurate, but it's just like I need to look what people see so it does not shock them. What I'm talking about? That's how he speaks, that's how he talks, whatever. And then when he's in front of my face talking about things with a lot of zeros at the end of it, they know exactly what they're in for. Oh fuck. Alright, I'm gonna have to restart everything. I just closed it out and I think it just froze frame on me. I think I'm good. Yeah, so this person Shirley, right there. So all the color balancing was based off her, and then when they were doing other skin tones, Asian, black, and Latino, but they said like digital age was coming about, and it didn't really get transferred. They just took like, here's the algorithm, boom, slapped it right into Photoshop or whatever. So now that I know that my color will be slightly off or whatever, it won't be as natural. And you know, and me, like I'm sort of like sort of like a hyper realist or whatever, but now I don't want to like, I just adjust to it. You know, I don't want to present something that is not there. I mean, especially in Hawaii, you see these people, you know, every day. It's so small, you know, and then it's just, yeah, I don't know. That's something I wanted to do. I mean, you could do it. I mean, you see people on Instagram all the time, but that's more of like, okay, I'm always up on top of a mountain hiking, or I'm in the gym pumping weights and putting out that image. I get that's cool, you know, talking about, but it's more of, I'm trying to be more realistic across the board, you know, talking about this is how I am. I'm not trying to put, okay, well, you know, this, whatever, you know. So it's just trying to be more real, you know. And coming from a place where, in Jersey, where I just always constantly bullshitted, you know, as you know, they say it was survival and everything else. Yeah, definitely, I guess it was violent or whatever. The culture too, but you put that stuff behind because over a while you see who are these people that make a lot of money, and there's always these constants. And I developed and I understood and I saw that certain behaviors they do have, and one of that is being trustworthy, you know. And the higher up you deal with people that are successful, they could spot people that are always putting out that, and you see them just kind of be pushed aside one way or the other, you know. It's not always overtly, it's just sort of subtly, you know, subtly, you know, they get weeded out or whatever. So I just always geared to want to take that naturalism mindset a little bit further, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have a bit of hustle, but I'm not trying to like go out there and, you know, do what I used to do. I put that completely, even those gray areas behind me or whatever, you know. I'm talking about that person that I left to do the Marine Corps, not just that criminal aspect, but just that mindset of taking everything and giving nothing to the other person, you know. Finding a solution, a hard decision where everybody benefits. And hopefully, you know, I get to deal with, you know, better people that are successful. They don't have a propensity to fuck over people. You know, it's tired of it, you know what I mean? So I see it and I just slowly push those people away. And just kind of mad that they wasted my time, but it is what it is, you know. I mean, I'm not there to correct them. You know, it's not my job to do any of that shit. But I just got to keep on doing what I do, keep lifting, keep going to college, you know, keep getting more achievements and skills and experience, whatever it is, you know, keep networking so I get to deal with those people, you know. And that's why I really lift. I do it for, yes, beside pageants and bone pain and everything, to look good. I mean, someone's in the gym to say they don't want to be more physically fit and look good for aesthetics and be a bodybuilder, they're not being honest with themselves. But it's more than just that. Some days you want to be motivated by more altruistic means of getting people to be bigger and stronger, caring about themselves. You look at someone that lifted weights and you know they care about their body and themselves a notch a little bit more to the person next to them, you know. That's just reality. That's how it is, and that's what you achieve. Because why do you want that? Because you want to be surrounded by those people that care about themselves, that have that aesthetic. It's a perfectly natural, normal, and respectable reason. You know, I mean, same thing with other things, like education. You know, okay, well, I'm smarter than anybody has an education. We all heard it. But, you know, when you have your own business and successful at having an education, and you acquire and you move up the ranks, you know, people look at you. that you know how to follow through with. You have a certain type of intellect, whatever. You have that common sense to make it all happen. Utilize that education, make that business work or whatever. That whole aspect or whatever, So these are the things. And why do you have that? Well, to actually survive and have money, but to be around people that could also fulfill that dream of, that pathway you're going upwards of succeeding at that. Dealing with people that will help you on that journey, I mean, that social infrastructure around you. That's what you want, right? I mean, these are all basically, you heard this all before, if you want to be something, surround yourself by those people, But part of that is also not having to waste your time with those other people, that are negative and drag you down or whatever, And, honestly, when you keep building yourself in multiple areas, everybody's like, oh, I can handle it. Oh, I can deal with that. Man, I'm in Jersey. I handle it. I handle shit. You know what I'm saying? I was in court. I handled the most illegal shit. I did it. But I figured it out. How do you not deal with all these violent motherfuckers? How do you never lose a fucking fight? How do you never lose a violent, encounter or whatever? You're getting so much shit every day, constantly, every hour, just fighting. And then it finally hits you, what I'm talking about. You got these people around you. You don't put yourself in a situation where violence will be the outcome, and that's how you don't lose a fucking fight, a violent confrontation. You know what I'm talking about? That's how you do it. That's the only motherfucking way. Nobody tells you different, they're full of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Or I can win everything. Motherfucker, if you won every fight, you didn't get a lot. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? It's just cold blank. As soon as I hear that, boom, door shut in my mind. I'm not even listening to it. You know what I'm saying? But, that's what you gotta do, man. But then I extended that out. That very violent aspect of not putting yourself in a situation where violence could be the outcome or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Without looking like a bitch was what I added on probably on the tail end of that or whatever, I'm talking about. There's a higher form of that. But beyond that, you look at, how reality, normal, non-criminal shit, non-gang stuff or whatever, dealing with this criminality or whatever that just so engulfs Jersey, and the Jersey Shore or whatever, all the Jersey, all the tri-state, And they're like, how does that really affect us? How does that translate into other things? Well, I don't have to deal with these hustlers or whatever, and these bullshit artists, and these basically scum. I shouldn't even, not going to get to it. How do I not deal with these people? It's create an environment where they don't keep coming up to me. You know what I'm talking about? Because I don't care if you're fucking Einstein or whatever. You got 1,000 people coming at you from your blind side. A few of them are going to slip in. I'm not going to feel bad about myself. I just know how it is. I know the averages. But how do you stop those people coming in from your blind side? You create an environment where you don't facilitate them coming up to you. You lift weights. You go to college. You do what you need to do. You succeed above all else. Not just, I tried. You have to succeed this late in the game, you know what I'm talking about? You're a fucking adult. No more trying. You have to fucking fulfill what you set out to do. And that's what right now I'm doing. What I say on any kind of social media, that's what I need to accomplish. Point blank. And that's what I have to do. So I have to deal with that shit coming from, my six, my side, or whatever, from the front, whatever, It's the only way. Because some of the shit's, I'm wasting my time dealing with that shit, what I'm talking about? My time could be better spent. One more reason why I lift weights and go to college, do everything else like that. It's just build you up in so many areas. Build yourself in 10 different areas to rip down 9. You had that other thing holding you up. It's been, I've been saying this for years, but it's just like now I'm putting the extra step into it. Now, instead of saying that's what you got to do, I have to go to the gym every day. And I feel bad because, my ankle and everything, so I kind of bitched out, for next... I'm saying, for a little bit or whatever, but it is what it is. So, but I have to have that in my mentality. I have to follow through, whatever it is. I can't just state it to myself and be like, that's who I am. I have to just do it, what I'm talking about, that's what it comes down to. I'm going to get this game in because I'm waiting for my laundry, and I'm going to sound like a fucking Nike commercial in half a second. And then I was just like, time to warm up protein too, because it has to be my nutrition on top of that, But this is a good article. It just made me think about everything. Like, what can I do to adjust an inaccurate perception. You know, I'm talking about depiction, inaccurate depiction of myself. Because there is. Now I know what it is, you know. So hopefully this is a little bit more clear, you know, and or whatever else like that. I guess, you know, people wear makeup to get rid of the shine or whatever, but I'm not doing that. Like, unless you're paying me $5 million to be in a superhero movie, like Brie Larson, so doing whatever, you know, I don't know. Say, nah, I'll do it for a lot less. Who am I kidding? But, you know, I don't give a shit. Doesn't really matter to me now. See that? See, look at the color right there, and then as this gets put on, you see it changing, you know? And now, I could tell you, without a doubt, that is the color of my skin. That's the color change. Okay, let me get this on. See all these little things, man. Oh, okay, let me cancel that shit out. Like when I came over here, they were like, oh, you know, this local culture or whatever. And then I was just like, they step on this, or they always harp on this like native whatever. I was like, I'm Navajo or whatever. So that's kind of mute and void or whatever. Because it's really not about native. It's just like the power structure that's already here. Everything they do is geared to keep the current power structure in place, whatever. And they just hide behind it being native or co-opting of the Hawaiian, you know, political movement and mindset or whatever, and being like, well, those people need not to come here or whatever, right? And I'm like, not only you're not Native Hawaiian, but you co-opted that. So they come up to me as like, well, there's no possible way, you know, this person could be Native or whatever. And so I hear it and I just push it away. I was like, I don't want to hear it. You're not doing anything in my best interest or whatever. I'm not gonna have time to debate you. I have shit to do. I need to go to gym. I need to do college. I need to do everything else, you know, I'm talking about is keep building myself, keep investing in myself, you know. So it's just like I'm past the point of hearing it, you know. And I want to hear some bland little political thing that you don't really know where it comes from, or you think like I care about it, you know what I'm saying? That's the educational level over here. It's low. And then they really have very naive, you know, so, and it's true, they call each other, they have no common sense, basically calling each other naive, which they are, you know, I mean, you gotta see the world. And I gravitate those who've been to the tri-state, that have been to the mainland or whatever, that's seen the world, you know. So it's kind of shameful, whatever. So you can't not like someone because they're naive, you know. But sometimes it's amusing. You just ignore it. I mean, it's not my fault. You don't have the ability and skills to see the world. I'm not going to teach you that. It's not my job. You know, it's not my priority. So I know what it is being Latino communities. All this cool, you know what I'm talking about. Come over here, it's just disjointed. They want to say the words, but those actions are not there, and it's just like, I'll just deal with Latinos in the military or whatever, you know. And it's a little frustrating. I'm not really trying to listen to all that other stuff, you know. I would say, like, I'm not getting into it. I want to infringe on someone else's privacy, whatever, but yeah. Now I know one. I know why my friends moved down to Florida, and they moved down to when I was in high school into another state. I'm not going to mention what other big state that is. Whatever. After high school. Well, you know, if you're Puerto Rican, you're going to move to Florida. If you're Central American and South American and Mexican, you're going to move to, you know, that area in the South, other part of the South. Oh, Cubans. We had a few Cubans up around Jersey. And they were powerful. I mean, they were influential. They had connections, man. Not even gonna lie. Like, it's shocking. Like, I think about it back in the like, oh, for real? No, it's true. And they were small. I mean, like, they were a small community, too. Not physically small. The guy was huge. What's up? What's up? Alright, you're gonna have to boost me as I go in. Okay, let's get rid of Hammond.
Mercy, if I'm full health and you're trying to pocket me, don't hold heal, hold damage. There is a damage mode.
Oh, is just a new Mercy?
Up. So if I'm peeking corners as soldier, then use damage if I'm full health.
Is that us? I can get healed. Am I the only one out?
Damage, Mercy, damage, 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 Mercy,
I was
damage.
surrounded by
Stop
mines.
wasting your charge.
What are you talking about, dude? Which one are you? Yeah, say something.
Soldier.
No, that's... Oh, hold on. I want to do something super quick.
Yo, get this Bermuda.
Dude, I'm in the process of getting him. Are you going to tell me to attack her? Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, really? There's something mentally wrong with you?
Ryan, please go.
Dude, I gotta mute you, dude.
I don't get what this guy's waiting on.
Anna, do you have Nana? Anna, can you Nana me?
I'm in the process of muting you, dumbass. Almost done.
Point.
Almost got you
Point.
muted. There, okay, I got you muted. Thank motherfucking God. I hate dumbass shit like that. Like, you literally are swinging your fucking hammer. It's like, oh, can you swing your fucking hammer? Are you walking forward? Or can you walk forward? Like, this is dumbass shit you gotta deal with when you're online. You have your shield up. Like, can you put your shield up? Motherfucker, you see my shield up. Does that make you smart? Like, I'm smashing a brick in your fucking face. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, oh, can you smash a brick in the motherfucker's face? You see me concaving his fucking bones in, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, this is the dumb shit you gotta fucking deal with. I think it's alright. Don't play
Good.
Yeah, whatever, man. Play in the middle of the night. I want to listen to dumb shit. How about that? Alright. Back up in a little bit. I hate dealing with dumb people, man. Little things like that, you know, when they overtalk you, whatever. It's like, motherfuckers, just calm the fuck down, you know? Speak rationally and shit. See if I can jump in the game. A hardwired connection too. Well, not suspended, so that's good. Fucking shit. So I'm watching Mox's, thing about Brigitte. People who are in high school that were overly aggressive for no apparent reason. They were just mad at the world or whatever, right? I was like, trying to say, first off, in high school. And then it was like, well, okay, well, these people, blah, blah, are like the football dads, like Al Bundy, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But let me just say something in high school about people in high school in Jersey Shore. So you all told your parents that you never did shit that pissed me off or whatever, and it came out of nowhere. That's what you fucking said. There was always a reason and a rationale for what the shit I did. You just want to play that role like there was no fucking reason. Oh, I did nothing. That's where that comes from. You want to paint an image? Oh, well, he's a psychotic. He's totally in the wrong or whatever. I'm right. I'm pure, whatever. I did nothing. Bullshit. You're just mad because it looks to you like I couldn't discern whatever it was, but if there's people next to me that can instantly understand what the fuck you're trying to pick up on, react, and preemptively do shit, not my fault, because the people you're dealing with probably just got rolled over or whatever, but we're real people that came down from Jersey City and, saying upstate, talking about whatever else. That's what the shit you're really all mad about. Well, I couldn't tell that, it looked like I wasn't being, fucking dick shit racist, whatever. No, we fucking could tell. That's why we did what the fuck we did. Now, not a lot of you all. There's very few of you, I'm talking about. Trust me, a lot of good people at Shore. I mean, literally, I couldn't be here without good-natured people, black, white, Latino, 99% of them. But there's always the loudest 1% that you just like, I'm talking about, you just gotta do shit with. And that's who I'm bitching at. And ranting about. But if you're from Jersey, it's that little ones and twosies, just add up when you're in a place of like hundreds of thousands of people into like 100 people, they don't like corrugate, Congeal. How about that? They think congeal. That's right. I gotta care about my SR. Like the person who took the fucking jacket, it was all like this down jacket, one of puffy ones. Looked at me getting all rude or whatever, and then so I took it from him because I was cold. I had no jacket, and then he started bitching or whatever, and then I was like, "Tell your daddy to buy you a new one." Next day, his dad shows up, and he's like, "Oh man," gets in my face or whatever, or attempts to get in my face. Let me put more accurately or whatever. He's about to come up. He's had the jacket, and it's like, "You're not getting your fucking jacket." You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, he talks shit, trying to act hard, go buy him a new one. That's how the world works, man. Sorry to tell you. I'm not gonna shiver and shake while some bitch ass, thinks he's hardcore or whatever because he has money or whatever, talking shit to me. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck him. It was out of blue. You know what I'm saying? He just did it for no reason. No, motherfucker, you talk shit. That's what you get. Don't talk shit. You don't see me talking shit. You know what I'm talking about? I talk shit all the shit I did. I don't know what the fucking happened. Fuck, man. Meet somebody like me. I won't meet somebody like me. Dumbass people, man. I'm sure it's not like dealing with someone that overtalks me or whatever, because someone make you laugh and joke right in the fucking chest. Fuck that, man. You don't know what's out there. Be talking shit to anybody, man. It's like you learn very quickly not to talk shit. You walk in this shit, you don't know if you're gonna get beat or whatever. Talk all this shit, boom, your ass get handed to you. The moment you start talking shit is the moment that person is dropped unconscious. That's exactly when you start talking shit. Not a moment before. And because you have to talk shit after the person's dropped, because then it's gonna encourage more people. So you can walk away like it's nothing and be all like that or whatever. But the fact that the reality is you have to do that. But you have to do it after it's done. Point blank. And when it's done, deed, person cannot get up. Not that you can argue later. It's going to cause more shit. So you can't just agree to be like, oh, that was nice. You got your swings in. Now the person has to be fucking throwing up on the fucking ground, unconscious, whatever. And then, you know, say, and more shit down the line, that's when you talk shit. I mean, the hard way, constant shit. You just learn this shit. And how long does that last? Not long. Like about a week or 2 weeks. Someone else, you know, just jump up because that shit just hit, you know what I'm saying, you know, go around, you know, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, and boom, it will settle down. Some other shit will jump in, take its place or whatever, and then boom, gotta do it again, you know what I'm saying? Gotta constantly do this shit. People are very attention span is very quick. A week or two before Twitter and all this shit. And yeah, these other people thinking like if they could beat me, they could just jump right in. I was like, motherfucker, look at you. Are you Latin? Are you Irish? Are you fucking Italian? Go to your own people and do that. Because they ain't jumping in my shit. As if you're black, you do it with other black people. Irish do other Irish. But you have to, you know, this is how the world works. Ain't my fault you're not one of the big four. No problem. I want to come online to relax and de-stress. I'm telling you, man. Like, I want to have the luxury of being polite. People don't fucking say shit. That should be online, you know what I'm talking about? Where your gameplay speaks for itself. Thank you for the revive. Away from. I don't know why some people would like talk shit to me or came out to me. It's like even if they won, it wasn't gonna do anything. I mean, it's like the power is already there in each of the groups anyways. It wasn't gonna change, you know. But I guess in their mind it was going to. Because it's interpersonal relationships, you know. We were Latino. They were Irish. They were Italian. They fought for Italian causes. They already knew what particular aspects of all that shit, you know, I'm talking about. They want to put forward to the Irish, to us, to whatever, you know, I'm talking about. It wasn't going to go nowhere, you know, I'm talking about. We already knew that. Every group knew that, you know what I'm saying? So we got along, you know. Like I want to deal with some psychotic that I don't know from left field. I'm like, no, we'll take care of that. We'll help you. No problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how it worked.
땡기네. 스피너 땡기네.
What's up? Konnichiwa! So I know. Speaking more than that, you're kind of fucked. Konbanwa? Hello? Speak English? You don't have an Xbox, was that PlayStation?
No,
Okay.
I don't like PlayStation.
You don't like PlayStation? Okay. I was like,
Just only Xbox One.
gotcha, okay. This Xbox, that's Xbox? I thought that was semi-racist, but then you answered, so I guess not. I don't know, PlayStation 5's coming out. Thinking about it.
Nice body.
Somebody get me some healing. I'll give you some healing. There you go, Anna. Oh my god, I got hacked.
Nice. Ah, yeah. One shot.
Anna, what's up? Throw me down some heals.
Anna, please. Anna.
I see you, I see you.
Anna.
There you go.
What? Oh.
Okay. Oh
Oh my
shit.
god! Ah, behind me.
I like your sound effects.
Oops.
Got him.
Yeah, kill that. 어디서 장난이야?
Oh, hey you! Thank you. Saw that.
아, 힘들어.
Get out of here, bitch.
Oh yeah. Boom. Dynamite. Dynamite. Oops.
Okay, they're gonna have that heal point hacked.
I really tried hard, really. I stopped the Bastion in 2 times. But they're still pushing up hard.
Yeah, it's okay. What can you do?
Charlie Chu. Charlie
Like Pikachu, but Charlie Chu?
Chu.
Yeah, I'll vote for you. There you go. I got one.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
You take one. Okay.
Cool. Someone on the other team voted for me.
Oh.
Probably. Try to finish this off. Actually, I played a little bit, and then I got to study. I was just taking a break from studying.
Well done. They're not escaping. By the rings, this is too much. Another enemy. Nicely done. Hostile ghosts. Cavalry, curtain! Agony! Glad to have you along for the ride, Arya.
All right. The only reason I say that is like you have to talk shit. It's undeniable because even if you won, their side's going to say you lost. No matter what happened on our side, we're going to say we won. That's where false news came from. You know what I'm talking about? And you can see the origins. And people believed it. They would absolutely not believe a word we said, and we, out of this fucking spot, would not believe a word they said, even though we damn well know it's true. Never say it, you know? Out of power, respect for your own people, you know?
Our foes multiply. Right. Attack. Hold down. Look at it. I haven't. Hey! Stand fast. You are in peril. Danger is mine. Stand firm. Found you. I am coming, brother. Careful, brother. Good. Let them come. Let it go.
Oh, fuck, I got a few shots. How would I do this? Oh shit. Oh, why I can't get through that? Alright, I'm good. As long as I didn't start, we're out. Yeah. Alright. I could go back to studying up, doing laundry. Alright, next time someone over talks to me, I'm just gonna mute it. Makes no sense to talk through, it's not gonna be any kind of gameplay because he already cut conversation off. It's not gonna be, he's not gonna listen to me, so I'm not gonna try to get him in like a minute to have him listen to me, so it's my fault. I'm human. I think we think we're smart enough that we could convince the person to waste our time even if we could, and it would only be like a short duration anyways. Even if we could, and it'd probably be based on bullshit or him just, it's just not worth it. It's just a game, you know. Mute, boom, done.